Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to learn a new lesson. In this lesson, we will learn how a monkey teaches a lesson to a king to be kind and make his subject happy. Lesson number 32, The Noble Monkey. In a forest glade on the bank of the river Ganga, there was a tall, shady mango tree. Every year, it bore big, juicy mangoes that were very sweet to taste. In the forest, there lived hundreds of monkeys with their king. The monkey king was bigger, stronger, and also wiser than all the other monkeys. The monkeys loved the mango tree for its spreading branches, cool shade, and delicious fruit. What they loved? They loved its spreading branches, cool shade, and delicious fruit. They often played about on the tree and enjoyed eating the tasty mangoes. How were the mangoes? Tasty and juicy. Their king warned them, don't let even a single mango fall into the river. If the current carries it down to the land of men, they will come here in search of the heavenly fruit and destroy the peace of this land. Their king, he was worried about the monkeys, and so he told them not to drop even a single mango into the river. If it falls, the water will carry it to the land of men, and they will come here and destroy their peace of the land where the monkeys lived. Now the monkeys plucked the fruits, and what they did? They plucked the fruits to take precaution about what their king said. One day, however, a ripe mango fell into the river and was carried with the flow to the city of Banaras. It was found by a fisherman who had never seen anything like it before. So, what he did? He presented it to the king. The fisherman who found the mango in the river presented it to the king. When the king tasted a slice of the fruit, he liked it very much. He shared it with his queen and ministers. They all loved its flavor, and in the end, it was decided that a search party should be sent to find the tree where that bore such divine fruit. So, a search party should be sent to find the tree and find where this fruit grew was decided by the king. And at last, a fleet of rafts sailed up the river carrying many of the courtiers and the king himself. By and by, the fleet of rafts reached the forest glade on the bank of the river and also found the mango tree laden with fruit. The king and the courtiers were overjoyed. When the king's men noticed the monkey enjoying the fruit, they were annoyed. Annoyed means angry. They decided to drive them away mercilessly, means they decided that they should make them run away, and mercilessly means without any care. They sent volleys of arrows to kill the monkeys and to scare them away for good. So they sent volleys of arrows means one by one many arrows were sent to kill the monkeys and to scare them away so that they can take the fruits. Now, the Monkey King was worried about the monkeys. So, what he did? He decided to save the monkeys, and we'll see what he did. The Monkey King swung to the other side of the river and ordered the others to do the same. The Monkey King jumped to the other side of the river and told other monkeys also to do the same. Move quickly, save your lives by vanishing deep into the forest on the other bank, he urged. So, he urged means he quickly told the monkeys to move fast by vanishing. Vanishing means running into the deep forest and save their lives. However, he soon realized that the river stream was too wide for the others to follow. Soon he realized that all the monkeys were unable to cross the river. Why? Because the river stream was too wide for others. Quick as lightning, he did something very unusual. What he did? Catching hold of a tall cane with his leg, he swung back to the side where the other monkeys waited. Then he took firm hold of a branch of a tree. This way, he made a bridge across the river with his own strong body. On seeing that all the monkeys were unable to cross the river, what the Monkey King did? He made himself by swinging back to the other side. He made a bridge of his own body and told the monkeys to cross the river. He held a branch of a tree and with his legs, what he did? He held the tall cane and he made a bridge to save his monkeys. The Monkey King then ordered the monkeys to rush to the other side over his body. So he told other monkeys to go and save their life by crossing his own body. The monkeys lost no time in following his command. So as soon as the monkey ordered them, the other monkeys followed his command and they obeyed him and they immediately started crossing the river through the body of the Monkey King. The Monkey King's body was being trampled upon and bruised and injured by the rushing hordes of monkeys, but he did not waver. Waver means shake. When the Monkey King told the monkeys to cross the river by the bridge made by his own body, and because of this his body was injured, and hordes of monkey means many monkeys, because of their weight his body got injured, and this Monkey King he did not waver. Waver means did not complain or tell anything, but he allowed all the monkeys to cross the river. The king of Banaras was watching this with amazement, means he watched with excitement that how a king was saving the monkeys. He was touched by the bravery and sacrifice of the great Monkey King. He asked his men to stop shooting arrows. So the king who was watching was amazed and he was touched by the bravery and sacrifice of the Monkey King, and he stopped his men to stop shooting arrows, means to kill the monkeys. He asked his men to stop shooting arrows. The unconscious Monkey King was gently lifted from the bank of the river and placed on a couch near the king of Banaras. Couch means a small bed. He was brought before King of Banaras, and the Monkey King was unconscious. The king tried his best to revive the great ape. After a while, the Monkey King slowly opened his eyes. The king of Banaras tries his best to save the great ape. Who was the great ape? The Monkey King. After a while, the Monkey King slowly opened his eyes. Why did you sacrifice your life in this way? Said the king of Banaras. So, when the Monkey King opened his eyes, King of Banaras asked him why he had sacrificed his life in this way. To that, the Monkey King replied, "The monkeys are like my children. I am their chief and guide, and it is my duty to protect them. They are now safe, and I die a happy death. I am glad I could do my duty." So saying, the great ape closed his eyes forever. So the Monkey King told King of Banaras that he loved his monkey, and as he is a chief and guide, it was his duty to protect them. And by doing this, he had saved them, and now they are safe, and he can die a happy death. So saying, he closed his eyes forever. The king of Banaras never forgot the great sacrifice that he had witnessed. Means he never forgot the Monkey King, and so he returned to his palace, and thereafter he became a noble and just beloved king. Means he loved his subject and ruled wisely and well. So this was the story of a noble monkey.